Warning, this video is really nerdy. With the release of Geometry Dash 2.2, many levels came that changed the game completely, many in the new style of gameplay known as platformer, as you can see here. Many levels would become the first to do anything, which blew people's minds. For example, the Tower Burst was the first mythic rating, and is the only as of right now, on June 3rd, 2024. The first platformer demon would be Jet Lag, the first platformer rated would be Enjoying the Sun, and the first extreme would be I Want to Be the Guy. I Want to Be the Guy was an interesting level. Rob Top said himself that he regret rating it. He felt bad about it. Basically, the gimmick of I Want to Be the Guy was it was all mini robot for 5 rooms. There were 2 checkpoints for each room. What made it so hard is it usually involved spike hitbox abuse. Obviously, it's because it's inspired by I Want to Be the Guy, the movie, the game, which is why it's called I Want to Be the Guy. Soon after this, a level was made called I Want to Be the Cockmock. It was an easy demon that used the same style of gameplay but much simpler. Soon after this, a level was released called The Abyss. This took the gameplay of I Want to Be the Guy and extended it for a very long time, challenging people like Nepesta to take over 2 hours to beat it. Oh, what's this? A new Nepesta verification? Oh, it's I Want to Be the Guy, number 5 billion. So yeah, if you couldn't tell today, I'm going to be talking about what I think about I Want to Be the Guy gameplay levels, and honestly what they are like for me. And I will say this, I'm making one right now, as I'm putting on the screen, but there is a difference between the one I am making and the ones that others are making. I am not saying mine is better, just know that real quick. It is just the main reason I made it, which I'm going to talk about first. When you're making a level, there might be 2 reasons you're making it, in my opinion. The first might be you're doing it for fun and you have nothing else on your hands, which is what I already have one. The second one is you want to try and get it rated, make a lot of people play it, or you could just make it really hard if you want popularity, and people to scream over it, obviously. In my case, I made it just for fun. This was also the case with one of the better I Want to Be the Guy levels, which is the actual official sequel to the real and first one, known as I Want to Be Acheron. This was simply made for fun and was more of a tribute to actual I Want to Be the Guy games, as it has double jump, more rooms, boss fights, etc. Along with mine, there is a section with double jumps. It is more like I Want to Be the Guy, and it features various things that you might see in things like I Want to Kill the Camilla and other fan games and such. Now, I want to talk about 2 levels today, and this is inspired by another video I saw, so please go give credit to them, it's in the description. Nepesta is currently verifying a level called Cave of the Scarlet Sky. This is an upcoming top 1, as you can see here. It looks extremely hard, and to be honest, will be a top 1 on the platformer list. Now, the thing about it you might have noticed is it includes a lot of robot and hitbox abuse. What does this remind me of? I Want to Be the Guy. Although there is a jetpack and cube section later. The cube section is a lot more similar to I Want to Be the Guy though. The jetpack I like because you have to collect keys. Although the level is not fully bad. It's inspired by a Celeste modification, so that's cool. The decoration is certainly rate-worthy, but there are some saws over here that I could criticize. Now I want to talk about Dawn or Dead of Night. This is a collab that is absolutely looking amazing, but I have many things I want to criticize on. This is just a short video, me criticizing shit anyway. Dead of Night is absolutely amazing when it comes to some of the decorators. It involves people like Kulik, Microdox, and many others. Although unfortunately, even Microdox's part with the infomercial, it includes a lot of robot, which means I Want to Be the Guy number 500 million. There are many parts that do just this with some different style of decoration and lack consistency of theming. Even with the Microdox and Kulik's part are my favorite inside of the level, they both are not even related to one another. For example, Kulik's part does have a cool gameplay gimmick, but it's themed around some sort of, like, castle in the stratosphere. And when you get to the end, an egg hatches and the sun opens up with a raven. And then you see an eye floating that looks something like a biblically accurate angel. Although Microdox's part is simply an infomercial. That's it. It's also over 100 rooms, which I think could be put into something better, because longer doesn't always equals harder. Now, quick critique. I do not care if you like I Want to Be the Guy levels. I personally think they're fun. After I've played I Want to Be the Guy enough times, I think it's a good level, and I'm currently trying to beat the Abyss. But if you don't like it, that's okay. I can see why you don't like it. It's essentially the same thing that happened when Riot beat Bloodbath for the first time. Many copies were made, such as Bloodlust, Aftermath, etc. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember to like and subscribe. I'm sorry if my voice sounds sore today. I've had a fever for a little bit. Have a great day.